Going over Tyrod Taylor right there. And now the Browns will get it back after scoring on their last possession. RG3's rushing touchdown. He'll set up in the pocket. He's been running a little bit more in the second half, and he slides forward. And he gets up to the 38-yard line. NFL fans, order your holiday gifts from NFLshop.com today and get free shipping at the official store of the NFL, NFLshop.com. Well, the Packers are playing today, but I guess he decided to hang with some friends.
That's pretty hilarious. He probably thought the Packer game was going to be too cold, so he thought maybe I'll go check out the Bills.
Second down at 4 after a gain of 6. RG3 will keep it himself on the read option, and he's going to have the first down out of bounds, close to the 44. All right, so we are seeing him run more. Do you think they told him at halftime, listen, if it's there, go?
Well, I think they're trying to do anything they can to sustain drives, and right now he is running the ball, one of your biggest weapons on your offense. Now, we've seen a lot of short passes in this game, a lot of quick screens, a lot of things designed to get the ball out of his hands. We saw one play down the field on their last drive, a scoring drive. I do believe they're going to have to open up this playbook a little bit and send some more passes deeper down the field if they want to be more competitive here for the rest of this game.
Well, the handoff to Crowell, who has not been that busy, and he gets a yard. Kyle Williams makes the tackle. Browns have gone more than a year since their last victory. They celebrated that anniversary this past week. It's not an anniversary that anybody wants to celebrate. Now they're down by 14 late in the third quarter here in Buffalo. Pryor is number 11. He's close to the line, bottom of your screen. It's Crowell in the backfield. Off the play fake. RG3 is looking to set something up, and now he's going to sprint down. He's still behind the line of scrimmage. Throws on the run, has yardage for his first reception of the day. Boy, RG3 took a hit. Now the flag comes in. Zach Brown nailed him as he threw that football. I think Brown thought he was a runner. It's a gain of 28.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. It's a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Well, initially trying to get Barnage across the field. This is the hard part about playing quarterbacks like this.
Go to the head.
He's a runner, and look, it looked like on that, you got to decide, is he a runner, is he a passer? It looked like he hit him right in the chest. I'd be shocked.
Half the distance to the goal line. First down, Cleveland.
Well, this is a whopper of a penalty because it's a 28-yard pass play and an excellent throw on his part, by the way.
I got to tell you, I understand we're protecting quarterbacks in this league. You know, Zach Brown a little upset right now. It looked to me like he hit a quarterback who has been running the football a lot in this half right in the chest. And that's the hard part about playing defense in today's National Football League.
Well, the umpire, Ramon George, signaled almost immediately that there was a hit to the head, so he was the one who decided upon it. On first down inside the 15, RG3 bounces away. And he's going to run it, and he's inside the 10, now to the 5, and with his back to the first down markers out of bounds at the 3. But there is a flag inside the 20-yard line.
Holding. Offense. Number 73. 10-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
Joe Thomas called for the holding penalty. Here's that play again.
I mean, you see right here, Zach Brown, he's a runner, and I don't even think he makes contact with his chin.
Interesting.
I don't believe, based on that view, it was a helmet-to-helmet hit.
Joe Thomas is number 73. This is the holds.
Now the question is, you know, maybe it wasn't a helmet-to-helmet hit, but did he hit RG3 within or outside of one step to the quarterback would be the other equation, but it makes it tough.
Griffin underthrows Crowell on first down. It'll be second down at 20. Hugh Jackson take a look at his call sheet. Zach Brown has been busy in the backfield today. How about him? 122 tackles coming into this ball game.
The linebackers needed a big bounce back game. They did not play very well, both Zach Brown and Preston Brown a week ago. And they needed to come out. They played a good game here today against the Browns.
Well, you talked about quarterback hits last week. Only one quarterback hit. They certainly have upped those numbers with the pressures today. Crowell just falls down for a loss of 2. Adolphus Washington will be credited with the tackle, but that could be the easiest tackle he's ever had.
Boy, it sure is. You can see now in the, when it comes down to needing to make plays, some of the, we talked about it earlier, these street ball elements coming back into this offense. And I think it's just kind of part of RG3's nature and his instincts, feeling like he's got to make more plays, like he has to kind of take over here to try and get it done. But it's awfully difficult. They're going to have to make more plays downfield in the passing game.
Play clock is to 5. RG3 looking for a blocker. And he's out of bounds inside the 22-yard line. Zach Brown. And now some extra talking after the play. Some talking and a little bit of shoving. Upper body shoving.
Go.
1:54 to play here in the third quarter.
Let's take a look. There is absolutely nobody downfield. This is supposed to be his check down. Duke Johnson coming out of the backfield, but that is completely covered. You stop it right there. There is nowhere for RG3 to throw the ball. Now, maybe there is some opportunity there to run because of the man coverage and nobody accounting for him, but good rally by the Bills secondary to get to him before he could do any damage.
Well, now Parkey is on for a 40-yard field goal attempt with the win. He's 1 for 1 today. Kicking from left to right, and this one is good. 1:32 to play here in the third quarter, 24-13. This hit on RG3 set up field position for the field goal.
It's the holidays at Verizon, and the best deals are on the best network. With no surprise overages, you can use your data worry-free, and even carry over the data you don't use. And right now, get 4 lines and 20 gigs for only $40 per line. You'll even get the iPhone 7, the Samsung Galaxy S7, the Pixel, phone by Google, or the Moto Z Droid for only $10 per month. No trade-in required. Hurry, these offers end soon. Get the best deals and the best network, only on Verizon.
For millions of baby boomers, there's a serious virus out there that's been almost forgotten. It's hepatitis C. 1 in 30 boomers has hep C, yet most don't even know it, because it can hide in your body for years without symptoms, and it's not tested for in routine blood work. The CDC recommends all baby boomers get tested. If you have hep C, it can be cured. For us, it's time to get tested. Ask your healthcare provider for the simple blood test. It's the only way to know for sure.
Hey, buddy. Looking good. You know what we gotta do, right? Let's go. Come on.
Not.
You're a good driver.
That's
Get
not.
in the car.
No.
I don't think I should do this. Just get in the car! No.
We're talking undercover. We're not talking undercover of the win. Wednesday on CBS. The Bosses are back. Don't miss the Undercover Boss season premiere event Wednesday at 8/7 Central. Only CBS. You want to talk about diehards?
Oh, man. Look at the girl on the bottom right. She looks like she is just shielding herself from a hurricane force wind. That poor girl must be miserable. Oh, man.
Well, the wind
that's what I would actually, that's what I
you would look like?
Yes. Archuleta 2.0 is not made for this weather.
It's all those games at a dome that you played. Brandon Tate up above the 5-yard line to return this kickoff. And he'll get back to the 25. How about the way Clay has played today?
I think people are trying to wonder where has this been all season. Season high, 6 catches here today for 70 yards. He had 73 yards against the LA Rams earlier in the season, but he's done it downfield. And then also, look at the yards after the catch. He is a big weapon in this offense. and it's kind of a shame that he hasn't been used as much throughout the course of this season.
Oh, you mentioned it during the outset that we saw it in practice the other day, how they were targeting him, and they were also targeting McCoy out of the backfield as a receiver. But McCoy today, 14 carries, 112 yards. Here's Tyrod Taylor, and this is going to be a run play. Not designed, but he gets to the 33 before he's run out of bounds by Christian Kirksey.
Going back to their last scoring drive, the 28-yard run, the scramble from Taylor, and even talking to Kirksey, he said, you know, we know he's a good passer, but it hurts a lot more when he runs for the big plays. And I think as a defensive player, there's nothing more demoralizing than when you have everything covered on the back end, but then the quarterback takes off and runs and gashes your defense.
He's thrown for 131. He's run for 30. Here's McCoy, over 100 yards already today. Gets to the 35. Close to the first down. Cam Johnson takes him down. And that will take us under 45 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Well, LeSean McCoy has certainly been a big pickup for Rex Ryan and the Bills. With all the problems that they've had the last couple of years not getting to the postseason, this is what he's been able to do. He's got a first down out of the backfield catching the ball. Just an excellent receiver. And he's up to the 49-yard line.
Maybe you don't really think about it. I don't know, you do think about it, but his all-purpose yards, and you know, he's up there with Matt Forte since 2010. You know how good of a runner he is, but I mean, out of the backfield, he has been equally as dangerous and tough to stop.
Well, that is the end of the third quarter with the Bills on top 24-13 over the winless Cleveland Browns. We'll return to Buffalo after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
This baby is coming.
No?
Everything that is important to me in the world is behind this door.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. This is the Chevy Malibu. It was awarded Most Dependable Midsize Car by J.D. Power.
It looks great. Wow. What is happening? Oh my gosh, it's going up.
But the Malibu's not the only vehicle that was awarded.
This is mind-blowing.
The Chevy Camaro, Equinox, and Silverado HD were awarded Most Dependable as well.
This is extremely impressive. There's so many.
Doing it once, yay, great job. 4 times, obviously they're doing something right.
Absolutely.
Whoa, this is awful. Try it.
Oh, no, that looks gross. What is that?
You gotta try it. It's terrible.
I don't want to try it if it's terrible.
It's like mango chutney and burnt hair.
No, thank you. I have a very sensitive palate.
Just try it.
Guys, I think we should hurry up.
If you taste something bad, you want someone else to try it. It's what you do.
I can't get the taste out of my mouth.
If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
Shh. Dog.
Going to business school, I took out a very big student loan. It was the first time that I actually felt a sense of fear. It was stressful. Then my friend told me about SoFi. I lowered my interest rate by 40%, which will save me over $25,000. Now I go to SoFi's member events, and I met some really inspiring people. Refinancing my loan with SoFi was probably one of the smartest things I've ever done.
Save thousands by consolidating your student loans. Get your rate in less than 2 minutes. Visit trysofi.com.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
Well, the Bills are 5-1 when holding opponents under 20 points and 1-6 when the opponents score 20 points or more. They lead it by 11 as we begin the fourth quarter here in Buffalo. On first down for the 49, Taylor avoids the pressure, throws to Goodwin, and he's got it for another first down. Well, Rex Ryan, obviously, we've talked about this today, has been under fire here in Buffalo, and he realizes it. He said, you know, I've been around the game so long because of my dad. He goes, I guess I understand it a little bit better than others. He said, it's a cliche, but it is what it is. You know, if they win out, will he keep his job? I guess that's the big question for everybody here in Buffalo and around the National Football League. But, you know, he was pretty... When we asked him about it, he was pretty open about it the other day when we were talking about it. He said it's out of his control. He's just going to try to do the best job he can in the remaining weeks of the regular season.
Yeah, and that is the right mentality. I know, you know, being a part of an organization that has rumors about your head coach at this time of the year, it's tough. And he certainly understands the nature of the business. As players, you understand the nature of the business.
Tyrod Taylor avoids the sack, and now he's on the run inside the 25 and eventually taken down by on the 24. Jamar Taylor makes the tackle. Ibrahim Campbell had him in the backfield, and he ripped his warmer away from him.
Well, when you get a chance, and when you're one of the worst pass rushing defenses in the NFL, there's a good reason why. Perfectly executed, dialed up blitz by Ray Horton, but when you get there, you've got to be able to bring him down, and he's demonstrated all season long and even the last 2 years, the first guy there rarely is able to get Taylor on the ground. He is so good with the ball in his hands.
Well, that's 5 carries now for 50 yards. For the pistol formation off the play fake. He sets up in the pocket, lofts it, and it's caught by Hunter inside the 10-yard line, and Hunter's thinking, oh man, if I had turned upfield, I might have had 6.
Well, he was wide open. This is a long developing route. Hunter is going to come across the entire part of the field. The only guy there is the underneath dropper. And Taylor has to lay it up there. Boy, Justin Hunter, he knows it. Oh, my goodness. When you have a chance to score, get your 5th touchdown, you got to make it happen.
First and goal inside the 10. That's O'Leary in motion. They head it up to McCoy, who's got some blockers. Loaded the ground, toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Another rushing touchdown for McCoy. Another rushing touchdown for the Bills. That is a franchise record for a season of rushing touchdowns for the Buffalo Bills.
Sometimes, Tom, it's just not fair how much talent some people have. And when you talk about playing running back, LeSean McCoy certainly has this talent. He's got a caravan of blockers coming around there. You see that, just that little tiny stutter step completely freezes Ed Reynolds, and then the quick acceleration is able to get inside that pylon for the touchdown.
Well, now Carpenter with the point after. 17-point lead. The point after makes it no good. It remains a 17-point ball game with 12:38 to play here in the 4th quarter. Well, today it's been a lot about LeSean McCoy and a little bit of gratitude for his offensive line as well.
There are some people you should give underwear to this holiday. And there are some people you shouldn't. People you should. Shouldn't.
Janice?
Should. Shouldn't. Yes. No. Should. No way. Should. No. Definitely not.
Nah.
You shouldn't give underwear to everybody, but for those you do, give them Fruit of the Loom.
You deserve more. More savory. More sweet. More loving. Now get more choices on McDonald's all-day breakfast menu.
Best Buy Blue Shirts make finding perfect holiday gifts easy. Why, if we made it any easier, the little drummer boy would work your office party.
And we all know why Phil loves the copier.
Holiday gifting made easy at Best Buy.
Bro, your stuff is on fire. Someone better call the fire department. Woo-woo.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Bro, your stuff is on fire.
Someone better call the fire department.
Yeah, you should call the fire department. This is your stuff.
More people save money by combining their home and auto with State Farm. Here to help life go right.
Do you know how many December and January road games I've played in to earn this gear? But Jack's mother here got it for him from NFLshop.com.
It'll keep them warm.
The best place to get authentic NFL gear this holiday. NFLshop.com.
You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Well, LeSean McCoy certainly has a hop in his step today. He capped an 8-play, 75-yard drive with an 8-yard touchdown run to give the Bills a comfortable lead, even with the missed point after by Dan Carpenter. We say that because the Browns have had a difficult time just scoring points this year. They trail at 30-13 as Carpenter will kick it off. It'll be taken by the up man for the clear Cleveland Browns. And that is Seth DeVal. Week 15 continues later today on CBS for some of you on Fox. Then tonight with Sunday Night Football on NBC. And tune in tomorrow for Monday Night Football on ESPN. All right, well, the cool temperatures and the breeze, I guess it's a little bit more than a breeze, is a little easier to swallow for the Bills fans because they have a 30-13 lead. And now Robert Griffin III with 12:32 to play, down by 17. Let's see how he goes after this Bills defense. RG3 dumps it off to Barnage, who can't hang on, inbounds, incomplete.
Well, and there's, I would say that's a pretty easy catch.
Yeah.
Gary Barnage, who had such a great year last year, just has had a hard time of getting going in this offense. You saw the miscommunication last week where the RG3 pass basically hit him in the helmet going down the field, but this time chance to get some positive yardage on first down, but he can't bring it in.
Yeah, talk about the drops today. You know, the Pryor drop, the Crowell drop, the drop there by Barnage. Even last week, the potential touchdown drop by Danny Vitale. Robert Griffin III under pressure. Shaq Lawson had him. Now he just throws it away. He threw it to the foot of the stands. It'll be third down. He was out of the tackle box, so no intentional grounding. Rex wanted this, didn't he?
It was a one-man route, meaning everybody else on the offense stayed back to block. They're trying to get Corey Coleman open downfield and hit a shot, but the Bills front seven getting that pressure, and RG3 has to run around.
Well, you talked during the outset of today's game about the defense and how the defense has struggled during these last 7 games. Defense has put some pressure on RG3 here today. And now a timeout called by Robert Griffin III because the play clock was winding down. Terrell Pryor was animated on the near side, upset that they did not get the play off. We'll be back in 30 seconds to Buffalo.
I've invested a lot in this game, and the returns I get out are measured in reps. Competition. Sometimes it's audibles, bright lights, and celebrations. It's huddles, camaraderie, and games played.
At TD Ameritrade, we believe the best investments are the ones that matter most to you.
.12:16 to play here in the fourth quarter. The Bills and their fans on top 30-13, still with a glimmer of hope for the postseason, but a lot has to happen. Most importantly, though, the Bills have to win the remainder of their games, including today against Cleveland. RG3 facing a third down and 10. You see his numbers passing today. The valve in motion to the right side. Here comes Kyle Williams. He's got the feet of RG3 and he takes him down. It'll be fourth down for the Cleveland Browns. The ball spotted at the 20-yard line.
Well, there's no question that everybody on both sides, both coaching staffs, talking about the importance and the impact that number 95 in the lineup. Look at that effort inside the double team. You see Spencer Dringle, the rookie, on the ground pounding the turf because he knew he let Kyle Williams by, and just a terrific effort to get to Robert Griffin III.
That is the fourth sack of the day for the Bills. Colquitt's punt into the wings. Tate comes running up, has it at the 43. Beautiful spin move to get away. And out toward midfield. Excellent field position for the Bills. They are rolling right now with a 30-13 lead. They'll get it back when we return.
fun with your replaced windows. Leave him! Leave him!
Brick and mortar, what?
When you bundle home and auto insurance with Progressive, you get more than a big discount.
That's what you get for bundling home and auto.
Jamie, you get sneaky good coverage.
Thanks. We're gonna live forever.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Walmart. Find gifts, groceries, and more this season. Progressive, handing off big savings to you. And by Marmot, fall in love with the outside.
We lost our director, Chris Svensson, yesterday for a while. He was at the ice at Canal Side, that 35,000 square foot rink located in downtown Buffalo. The Bills take over possession, and it's LeSean McCoy for 10 right out of the gate. Down to the 40-yard line. Ed Reynolds makes the tackle.
Boy, it's you know, I would say it's a joy to watch LeSean McCoy run the football. He has been absolutely perfect, and I keep going back to our conversation we had with Richie Incognito and just talking about the offensive line and how they feel like, you know, they can take over a game if they're playing at their best. But McCoy has been absolutely perfect so far today. 18 for 137, 2 touchdowns. Amazing.
Well, on first down, Tyrod Taylor is going to throw, and he gets away from a little bit of pressure. Pumps a couple of times and will get a couple of yards. He's hit as he goes out of bounds by Cam Johnson, and it was Johnson who went to the grounds. Not often do you see a quarterback stand up a linebacker.
Oh, that's not really fair. Cam Johnson knows that, you know, he's got to pull up.
That's true.
They both know. Come on now.
6 carries for 52 yards for Tyrod.
80 men.
McCoy again to the right. Boy, the description by Hugh Jackson about running in mud and not getting dirty, it was a pretty good description, as we are under 10 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter, and he just keeps racking up the yards.
Yeah, John Miller, the right guard, is also having a terrific day. Number 76 right here, just taking off. And so it's same with Mills as he climbs up to the linebacker. You know, Charles Clay in there getting his block on. How good of a game as Charles Clay has had today, not only in the passing game but on that run, but he's been blocking on the edge as good as a tight end could block today.
Well, you get him a couple catches, a little bit more bounce in his step. On first down, here's Gillislee in for McCoy. LeSean McCoy, by the way, his yardage today, 19 carries, 153 yards. It's the most he's had as a member of the Buffalo Bills. I mean, he's put it together today with 2 rushing touchdowns.
The sweet spot, we said it earlier, is right in that 17 to 19 carries. When he gets that many touches, generally, at least this season, he's been at his best.
But don't forget, last week, 12 carries for 27 yards. He had 6 receptions for 81 yards.
Right. So he still had about 18 touches for around 100 yards of production. But on the ground, if you feed him a little bit, he'll make it happen.
Here's Clay again. And Clay is ripped down inside the 15-yard line by Ibrahim Campbell. 7th reception for Clay on 7 targets. I think that says a little bit too. He has 7 targets and 7 receptions.
Oh, absolutely. He's a dynamic weapon. I think it's kind of interesting. A big story last week against Pittsburgh was, you know, Watkins and Woods in the lineup for the first time in how many weeks? But, you know, they haven't done anything today. Both players with only 1 catch apiece for 15 yards. It's been the Charles Clay and the LeSean McCoy show for the Bills.
The Bills running a little option, and James Collins tracks down Tyrod Taylor. And that'll take us under 8 minutes to play, and a field goal attempt for the Bills as Tyrod Taylor up a little slow and now running off the field.
It'll be kind of neat to watch what happens with Jamie Collins here in the offseason on what they decide to do, because I know, talking to Ray Horton, he got a little twinkle in his eyes when he said,
He sure did.
With number 51, we may not be able to do it this year, but the things I could do with him and Alba can be special.
Well, this is a 34-yard field goal attempt by Carpenter. It's good. 33-13. Bills on top with 7:21 to play.
I'm in there as Katie.
I'll call you later. Or, no, I won't. I'll text you because, what am I, your dad? Don't stay out too late.
Yeah, just text me.
Thank you. Get home safe. This must be what Antonio Brown feels like when he's dancing in the end zone.
Huh. This must be how Lucas felt when he finally got Katie's number.
Pepsi.
Viagra single packs. So guys with ED can take Viagra when they need it.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain or Adempas for pulmonary hypertension. Your blood pressure could drop to an unsafe level. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing.
Ask your doctor about Viagra single packs.
When I was a kid, I wanted to touch the skies.
I wanted to invent things.
I wanted to protect others.
I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to make a difference.
I knew that one day I would be the difference.
I am a special missions aviator.
Clinical nurse.
Pararescueman.
I'm Captain Chris Niels, and we are American Airmen.
See more at airforce.com.
'Twas 3 days before Christmas, and on CBS, it's comedy all night you'll think is the best. That's awesome! There's the bang that is big and the indoors that's great, and one funny mom to put on your plate. And if that's not enough, the humor increases. We're capping the night with 3 life in pieces. That's fun. It's holiday cheer that's sure to delight, so be sure to watch all this Thursday night.
Coming up next, the playoff picture takes focus. The New England Patriots win, and they've clinched the AFC East, trying to settle a score with Von Miller and the Broncos. Or also catch the Raiders and the Chargers right here on the NFL on CBS. All right, we said the playoff picture is a little clearer, but it's still fuzzy. The Dolphins won last night. That's huge for them, because 10 wins is probably what's going to get you into the wild card this year. But there are a whole host of teams, including the Bills, that are still have an opportunity here in 2016. All right, so how about the last possession for the Cleveland Browns offensively? Is it a microcosm of their season?
Absolutely. You know, it's hard enough to win games when you're at full force for any team, but I think we got to remember this was a complete teardown, a complete rebuild. There's been a lot of injuries. You know, you played 5 or 6 different quarterbacks. You know, over the course of the game, these things are going to start to happen, and I think it has been a reflection of how the entire season has gone. There has been some positive moments here, but certainly not enough to win or be a consistent winner.
Yeah, they are optimistic, the Browns are, because of all the young players they have, all the rookies on this roster this year, that there will be success in the future. RG3 to throw, has time, middle of the field, throws short for Terrell Pryor, incomplete. It'll be second down.
And you can see RG3 a little upset right there. You know, the game, 33-13, 7 minutes left in this game, but this is still practice for him. I mean, he was supposed to, in theory, get 16 full NFL games this season, not only for the staff and the organization to evaluate him as he goes forward, but he has to get back on the field and play again. He has not played in a lot of games in the last 3 years of his career.
For his last 5, he'll throw for a 6th straight time. He's under pressure again. Flags are in. He's down inside the 20. Lorenzo Alexander will be credited with the sack. And that is the 5th sack of the day for the Bills.
Boy, how about we already saw Kyle Williams
holding offense number 73. That penalty's declined. Brings up 3rd down.
On the last drive, we saw Kyle Williams with the effort sack. How about Lorenzo Alexander right here working on Joe Thomas? How about playing in the 4th quarter as hard as you could possibly play, coming inside, squeezing off, beating the double team. and getting to RG3. Now, he had 0 sacks in the last 4 games, but 1.5 today. The pass rush has come to life for the Bills.
Well, you talked about it during our open. It was part of our Home Depot tools for success, getting him back in the string of things defensively. He said, listen, I'm healthier. He said, I've got my second win. As RG3 is running out bounds by Jerry Hughes. And boy, oh boy, somebody on the sidelines just took a licking into the warmer.
Yikes.
Yikes is right. RG3, Jerry Hughes to say, hey, apologize to that man. You think a job on the sidelines is easy? I don't think so.
It's dangerous.
Well, Tim Barris, our utility, took a lick at, and fortunately did not get into the heating element.
He thought it was a basketball and trying to take a charge. He's in the wrong sport.
Here's Kolk with the punt. Into the winds. Brandon Tate, he's not done today. Inside Browns territory and out of bounds. Close to the 30-yard line. Our guy Tim nearly got hit again. 6 minutes to play, 4th quarter. Tim, thumbs up, buddy. Woo!
Introducing the new Xbox One S. The only console with 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, 4K video streaming, and high dynamic range gaming. The new Xbox One S. Smaller, sleeker, sharper. The ultimate games and 4K entertainment system.
Xbox One S, now $249.
Okay, everybody, that's a wrap. Wrap? I forgot to wrap my presents!
I forgot to get presents!
What?
No! No.
Don't worry, guys. Hey, Siri, is Target the place to get last-minute deals?
Bullseye. Yeah! Radical! Let's go!
Race ya! Hey, Bullseye. I didn't forget.
If you head to the bank and wait to get approved for a mortgage, that newly listed ranch will be gone. Or you could push that button. Skip the bank. Get approved in minutes. Lift the burden of getting a home loan with Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans.
Here's something to get stuck on this holiday season. Switch to Cricket Wireless and get the Samsung Galaxy Amp2 for free. Plus, plans now start at $30 a month. Just a little holiday cheer from the merrier carrier. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Subway. Search for better. And by national mortgage lender Quicken Loans. Home buy, refi, power.
Well, a change at quarterback for the Bills. E.J. Manuel will get some reps as Tyrod Taylor's day is done. LeSean McCoy's day may be done too. Gillislee in the backfield. And he'll run the ball over the block of his right guard and scrambles inside the 20. Tyrod was telling us that his mom Trina and his dad Rodney make it to every home game. They are here today, and I'm sure, like everybody else in Buffalo, pretty excited about what they saw from Tyrod Taylor against this Browns team. 17 of 24 for 174 yards, but also ran the ball 7 carries for 49 yards today.
I thought he was extremely efficient and, you know, pretty smart to feature Charles Clay. Now, I think he showed that he could find his tight end. The next step for this offense, especially if LeSean McCoy is running the ball like he is, you know, can they get everybody involved? Can they get a game where Watkins and Woods and Charles Clay and bring an offense that can really attack a defense from a lot of different levels? I think that's kind of the evolution and what they need to look for going forward.
Well, and I guess also, you know, they have the Dolphins next week, which might be a little different defense than what they're facing today with the Cleveland Browns.
No doubt. I think that's one of the, when you watch the Dolphins impressively, the way their defense has come to life. And it kind of started happening in their very first game. We were at that game doing the Bills-Dolphins in Miami, where you started to see some good things going. So it's going to be a much different test for Taylor, McCoy, Sammy Watkins, this offense, in a big game next week.
On first down from the 20, a handoff to Gillislee again, running right. And he skids out of bounds inside the 15. Christian Kirksey makes the tackle. E.J. Manuel, who the last time you and I were in Buffalo back in 2014, he was the guy.
It's pretty amazing. Only 5 passing attempts this season. And I've got to be honest, I thought when they drafted E.J. Manuel, I really felt like he had a chance to be a legitimate quarterback in this league. But, as happens to a lot of guys, whether it's people around you, your opportunities, not taking advantage of your opportunities, this is Tyrod Taylor's team now.
Jonathan Williams on the handoff from E.J. Manuel inside the 10, down to the 7. As the clock will wind, under 4 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter, and a 1st and goal for the Buffalo Bills.
Well, there was a lot of talk, and it certainly, when you watch the tape from last week, that did the players quit on Rex Ryan? You can maybe make that case on defense because it wasn't a great effort. That was the whispers. Those were the rumblings that were kind of happening around this football team. But the Cleveland Browns are not the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think anybody expects them to be on that level. But on defense and all, they came out, they played hard today. Defense, you've seen great efforts from Williams and Alexander. And the offense really has been almost perfect.
E.J. Manuel keeps it himself on the run option and is down inside the 7. Well, they've held the Browns offense to 197 total yards. And again, they're not the Steelers, but that's still a very impressive number.
Well, they have what stands out is I've seen great effort, and really from the front 7. I think Kyle Williams kind of sets the tone.
Huge.
And kind of sets the example. I mean, everybody feeds off of his energy. And you can see that, when it's maybe an easy part of the season to mail it in, I don't think that happened in this game.
2nd and goal from inside the 7. E.J. Manuel lofts it to the back of the end zone for Hunter, and it's deflected, incomplete. And the Bills fans who are left here were hoping for pass interference. Look at this shot. Marcus Burley in on the coverage.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good coverage out there by Burley. 5'10", going up against a bigger wide receiver who has excelled this season down in the red zone. 4 touchdowns already off of, coming into this game. 4 touchdowns, 8 catches. That's a pretty good ratio.
5 formation. Williams will take the handoff. And Williams dances inside the 5, trying to move the pile to the goal line, and he's just short. They'll mark him at the 1. Joe Schobert, one of the rookies from Wisconsin.
Oh, rookie on rookie. Come on, Rook. You got it. As soon as you get hit, keep the legs going. See? You see Jonathan Williams, as soon as contact was made, the legs went dead. That's a great opportunity to get on the board and get a touchdown in your rookie season.
All right, so 4th and goal for the 1. Rex is going to go for it here. Up 33-13. That's Brandon Tate in motion. And the handoff to Williams. And Williams into the pile, and he is stopped at the 1-yard line. Schobert came from behind to make the tackle. I guess he figured he's just going to keep running the clock.
Yeah, I don't really see anything wrong with that decision. The Cleveland Browns kind of stacking up that left side. And
well, now you're forcing the Browns to go 99 yards, down by 20 with 2:05 to play here in the fourth quarter. Hugh Jackson with a word of advice for Robert Griffin III. Well, you do not think that you can evaluate this short a period of time?
Not at all. How can you? To expect him after, basically 3 months coming off a broken shoulder, his third start in 29 games. They need a full season to evaluate. Under these circumstances, it's virtually impossible to tell what kind of quarterback, and if he is, in fact, a quarterback that could carry the Browns.
Vitale has the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo as we wind down the fourth quarter.
There's an ocean filled with creatures whose...
Daddy, how big is a blue whale?
Okay, Google, how big is a blue whale?
Blue whale typically has a weight of 300,000 pounds.
An ocean filled with creatures
Oh, this is where Mom does a big whale noise.
Whale noise? Okay, Google, what noise does a whale make? All right, let's keep going. An ocean filled with...
Do whales sleep?
Okay, Google, do whales sleep?
How do you stay fresh in a world where tastes and priorities are always changing? If you're Subway, you start by removing the artificial preservatives, colors, and flavors from your food. Support hundreds of growers, including many family-run farms. Serve customers 390 million pounds of fresh veggies. Offer packaging that's better for the planet, and use your size and resources to create healthy change around the world. Because the best way to stay fresh is to never get stale.
Keep on sunny side, always on sunny side. Keep on sunny side of life. When we keep on sunny side of life.
Give her a gift from Zales that shines so bright, you may have to wrap it twice. Shop the Zales Season to Sparkle sale for 30% off hundreds of holiday gifts, now through December 24th. Only at Zales, the Diamond Store.
How would you like to hear what the Pope's Choir will sing on Christmas Eve? You can tonight, only on 60 Minutes.
Tonight, some holiday cheer with a peer.
And they say Christmas comes but once a year.
It's true, the episode's festive and new.
That was very Home Alone of you.
A Yuletide treasure you'll remember forever.
Something tells me we're all in this together.
New NCISLA, CBS Tonight. New Monday, an Oprah Winfrey special event.
Oprah and Michelle on the road.
It's the last interview with First Lady Michelle Obama.
People think that you are going to run for office. That's a good question. No one knows what the President of the United States knows.
Oprah Winfrey and Michelle Obama, CBS Monday.
1:57 to play here in the fourth quarter. The Buffalo Bills on top of the Cleveland Browns 33-13. So the Bills will not be that team that will give the Browns their first victory of the year. RG3 on first down, throws to the hash on the far side to Duke Johnson. And Johnson close to a first down, but the clock continues to wind. There's just not enough time or daylight left for this ball game.
But what it is for a young offense, young players, quarterback, it's practice reps in a live situation.
RG3 throws to Pryor underneath, and Pryor trying to get out of bounds, does so. So how about this catch by Duke Johnson before the Pryor reception? Did he hang on to this football? No, he did not. Well,
too late.
Play on, boys.
Yep, too late. I don't think Rex is interested in challenging that call.
You don't think so? 1:27 to play.
Well, it's inside 2 minutes anyway.
That's true.
We talked about the front seven and Williams and Alexander, but this secondary has completely locked up Corey Coleman and Terrell Pryor. We haven't really had to speak much of Stephon Gilmore and Ronald Darby, but there has been absolutely zero separation from these Browns receivers. Just an all-around great performance by the Bills defense. Good rebound from last week.
Excellent rebound from last week. And any questions about whether the Browns would get their first victory against the Bills? And the Bills were obviously cognizant of that. That ended here in the second half. Robert Griffin III going for it all on the far side for Terrell Pryor. Jump ball, and Pryor can't hang on. There was a lot of contact out there. Ronald Darby was in on the coverage for the Bills.
This is perfect position from Darby. And just outside his fingertips. Couldn't get up in the air enough, but good position, good pass breakup. I think, Ronald Darby had just an outstanding rookie season last year. 21 passes defensed, yet to get an interception this year. I think that's the next part of his game. He is a good cover guy, but now the next step is getting his hands on the ball and creating more turnovers for the defense.
Well, here's Duke Johnson, who spins his way to the 40, close to a first down. We'll see how they spot the football. With 45 seconds left, it'll leave it 4th down. The Browns will obviously use this as 4-down territory. Lorenzo Alexander made the tackle. .30 seconds to play as the Bills show it blitz. Robert Griffin III will keep it himself. He's got the first down and a little bit more as he is spun out of bounds at the 45 by Corey Graham. Well, they certainly aren't stopping. Browns have talked about the impact of Joe Thomas and Joe Hayden on the locker room, and Joe Thomas said, listen, you've got to stay upbeat in a season like this. He said, mentally, this is the worst year I've ever had. He said, but you've got to be the same person every day, even though you've lost the first 14 games of the season.
I mean, think about it. I don't know if I've ever seen so many players removed from the roster in one season. And not to mention, you know, you got 2 new starting guards. You know, Joel Bitonio is out. John Greco is out. You've had the change at quarterback, the young receivers, and all the changes on defense.
Here's the last play of the day. Robert Griffin III will dump it off to Duke Johnson, and Johnson will try to find some semblance of real estate. He is knocked down at the 25, and the ball game is over. The Buffalo Bills bounce back and win it 33-13, now 7-7. Life is still okay for Buffalo as far as the postseason goes. We will have bonus coverage of the Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rex Ryan and the team win it 33-13. For Adam Archuleta and our entire crew, I'm Tom McCarthy. Don't forget, coming up, bonus coverage, Steelers and the Bengals.
I catch passes in below freezing temperatures. In Pittsburgh, in December, that's what it takes to earn the right to wear this gear.
Excuse me, Mr. Green. I got that same gear from my grandson at NFLshop.com.
You have wonderful taste.
Thank you.
The best place to get authentic NFL gear this holiday, NFLshop.com.
You're here to buy a used car, truck, SUV. That's smart. TrueCar can help. It's great for finding a new car, but you already knew that. It's also great for finding the perfect used car. You'll see what a fair price is, and you can connect with a TrueCar certified dealer. So no matter what you're looking for, there it is. This is how buying a used car should be. This is TrueCar.
Our fans have shown us a lot of love, and we want to return the favor. With Domino's Piece of the Pie rewards, you can earn free pizza, a chance at Domino's stock, or $10,000 in store profits. Learn more at Domino's.com.
It's the holidays at Verizon, and the best deals are on the best network. With no surprise overages, you can use your data worry-free, and even carry over the data you don't use. And right now, get 4 lines and 20 gigs for only $40 per line. You'll even get the iPhone 7, the Samsung Galaxy S7, the Pixel, phone by Google, or the Moto Z Droid for only $10 per month. No trade-in required. Hurry, these offers end soon. Get the best deals and the best network, only on Verizon.
Winter nasal congestion. Is it a cold, sinus pressure, allergies? For all of them, there's Allegra D, a maximum strength decongestant plus a powerful non-drowsy antihistamine for 24-hour relief. This winter, the answer is Allegra D.
Don't miss TV's #1 comedy, The Big Bang Theory, CBS Thursday.
So what would you like?
Can I have a 2017 Lexus LX 570 with dual screen entertainment?
Yeah.
If you're going to wish big at the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get up to $2,500 customer cash on select 2016 and 2017 models for these terms. See your Lexus dealer.
For those of you who watch Buffalo win handily over Cleveland 30-13, we take you to bonus coverage. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati.
Cincinnati would be eliminated from the playoffs with the loss. Right now, the Steelers are nursing a 4-point lead with 7:04 left in regulation. Let's join Iron Eagle, Dan Fouts, and Evan Washburn.
Handoff. Lynn trying to string it out. There's no room to work. Bud Dupree helped make sure of it. It's a loss of 4 on the play. Want to welcome those of you who have been watching the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. Buffalo a winner 33-13, so the Browns remain winless. Here, AFC North matchup. The Pittsburgh Steelers have rallied, and they now lead 24-20 over the Cincinnati Bengals. Second half has been controlled by Keith Butler's Steelers defense. Second year as the coordinator of that group. 2nd and 14, 5-receiver set. Dalton out of the pocket, on the move. Dalton will just heave it out of bounds. Fans getting antsy here at Paul Brown Stadium. It sets up a 3rd and 14 for Cincinnati.
Well, that first down run by Jeremy Hill was just snuffed out by the Steelers, who have adjusted to losing defensive lineman Ricardo Matthews and Stephon Tuitt. We've gone to a 2-man defensive line, adding extra linebackers, but the versatility of Dupree, who played defensive end in college some, and of course James Harrison making it all work.
Cincinnati has been held to 38 yards of offense in the second half. This is a 3rd and 14. Dalton lets it fly. Timing was just a bit off. LaFell could not bring it in, and Artie Burns breaking on the ball to make the play on the perimeter.
Well, this ball is tipped up in the air by LaFell, and he can't locate it. If he can locate it, he might walk into the end zone the other way. Burns just got enough of that ball to keep him from catching it. And Dalton punished at the end by Timmons.
Antonio Brown waiting for the Huber punt. Backpedals all the way inside the 10. Brown trying to maneuver out of trouble. And he's brought down just across the 15-yard line after the 54-yard punt. 5-yard return. Denard makes the play on special teams. Pittsburgh with the football and the lead.
Introducing the new Xbox One S. The only console with 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, 4K video streaming, and high dynamic range gaming. The new Xbox One S. Smaller, sleeker, sharper. The ultimate games and 4K entertainment system.
Xbox One S, now $249.
Okay, everybody, that's a wrap. Wrap? I forgot to wrap my presents!
I forgot to get presents!
What?
No! No!
Don't worry, guys. Hey, Siri, is Target the place to get last-minute deals?
Bullseye. Yeah! Radical! Let's go!
Race ya! Hey, Bullseye. I didn't forget.
If you head to the bank and wait to get approved for a mortgage, that newly listed ranch will be gone. Or you could push that button. Skip the bank. Get approved in minutes. Lift the burden of getting a home loan with Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans.
Here's something to get stuck on this holiday season. Switch to Cricket Wireless and get the Samsung Galaxy Amp2 for free. Plus, plans now start at $30 a month. Just a little holiday cheer from the merrier carrier. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Subway. Search for better. And by national mortgage lender Quicken Loans. Home buy, refi, power.
Myron Cope's name lives on. The late, great Steelers broadcaster with a terrible towel. Steelers fans travel. And you got a bunch of them here in Cincinnati. They have seen their team come from behind to take a 24-20 lead. Fake the handoff. Roethlisberger underneath. A dart to Bell. Trying to cut it upfield, and he's brought down to the 24-yard line by Adam Jones. That's 8 yards. Pittsburgh Steelers are 8-5. Cincinnati 5-7-1. Baltimore up by 7 on Philadelphia with under a minute to play. Kansas City up by 1 on Tennessee late in that game. And Houston trailing Jacksonville would be a damaging loss for the Texans, and it may open the door for Indianapolis to win that division. Extra offensive lineman here for Pittsburgh on a 2nd and 2. They go traditional set. Nix blocking for Bell. And he powers ahead. Enough for the first down.
Yeah, no hesitation that time by Bell. He just got right in behind his fullback Nix, knowing he just needed a short yardage to get the first down. And he ensured that he got it by not hesitating.
Le'Veon Bell, 20 carries, 86 yards, 4 catches for 29 yards. He's gone 4 straight games with over 100 yards. First Steeler to do it since Jerome Bettis. New set of downs for Pittsburgh. Bell remains in there. Fake it. Roethlisberger toss it to him. He doesn't catch the football. It's Burfict who is lurking and still talking to Bell. Bell is not reacting. Burfict is tapping him on the helmet, tapping him on the shoulder pad, and Bell just walks away.
He's cool. He really is. I mean, smart kid, knows what's on the line here.
He said he and Franco Harris have spoken a few times over the years. He has a lot of respect for what Franco accomplished, how he played. He also mentioned that Franco owes him dinner. Michigan State beat Penn State last season, and he's waiting for that payoff. If you're listening, Franco, just get that one in the kitty.
He has a good memory, Franco.
2nd and 10. Bell is wrestled down after he picks up 2 yards.
And we always like to think about comparisons with ball players. And in talking to Todd Haley, he said that he reminded Todd of Franco Harris because Franco kind of picked his way along the line of scrimmage. But Franco was criticized a lot for running out of bounds. Back in those days, we never ran out of bounds, right? And but talking to Le'Veon, he says, well, it's smart to take some hits off the body. And that's why at times he will go out of bounds.
This is a huge play on a 3rd and 8 for Pittsburgh. Cincinnati desperately needs a stop here. Roethlisberger steps up. He throws, finds a soft spot, and it's Ladarius Green for the first down. Ben Roethlisberger delivers. Green takes a big hit. 27 yards. He holds on to the football. And they are in Cincinnati territory.
And that's a silencer for this crowd with 2 players down on the field.
There was a pop from Iloka.